What is up, you guys? This is Spidey1997, and today we're finally going to be taking a look at the new Marvel Legends Vintage Wave, the Punisher. And it's a great figure. It's decent. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a repaint of the Walgreens exclusive Punisher. But if you guys really like the new look or the new change that Hasbro did for this Punisher, I'd say go get this guy if you really want another Punisher. But we're gonna do something different today. We have a guest in the room. Please introduce yourself.
My name's Jaden, and I've always been a Marvel fan, and I've always been a fan of collecting all the action figures we got here as a child, but always ending up breaking them.
Yeah, right. So, like we said, we're going to take a look at the Punisher. So let's take a look at the packaging like we always do. And you got, let me just put the camera up. You got the Punisher. You got a nice image of the Punisher combat weapon. You got a nice, all I need is Spidey. So I got everybody. I just need Spidey. And you got the Punisher in his bio. Pause it if you want to read it. And that's basically it for the packaging. And let's take a look at the figure. Now, the accessories he comes with are not a lot, but they're okay. But they're just repaints. He has this head sculpt, which you guys have seen before. It's from the Walgreens exclusive. And this bazooka, which is from the Drax movie figure. So, and I actually like this bazooka more than the other one that came with the Walgreens one. And I'll show you why. So, yeah, it's just a gray molded plastic with some marbleized plastic, which is a little bothersome, but it's okay. It's not that bad. I really do like the black, so I'm glad they did. I don't know if it is painted or skull or just molded black, but it still looks nice. Anything you got to say, Jaden?
If those are the only two accessories that you came with it, you know, it looks nothing's really different from the Walgreens one. Maybe just a couple of little hints here and there, and we'll show you what's like a little bit different later on in the.
Yeah, I agree with Jaden. I kind of wish he came with more guns. He just came with a bazooka. Just when you think of the Punisher, you think of him with guns, of course, because he is the Punisher. He doesn't play around. He just holds guns and just doesn't mess with. You don't want to mess with him. So, yeah. So the guns that I have on his hand, they're from the red. I think it's the Red Skull Punisher one that came in the Epic Heroes wave. These guns are, I don't know why, but I just like these guns with him. So yeah, I just display them. He usually just came with this. I'm not gonna display with him because it's a little, I don't know. It's just I'm not digging this with him. I might put it on another character, but the Punisher. You got the nice head sculpt. You got a nice Frank Castle. This is the same one as the Walgreens one as well, except the Walgreens one had his eyes were like a little bit. He had like a red wash around his eye to make him look like he didn't get enough sleep, and a 5 o'clock shadow. This one is more clean shaved, and I just think this one looks 10 times better. Same with this one. The Walgreens one just had a white bandana and a clean shaved and yellow teeth. This one has white teeth and a 5 o'clock shadow and a red bandana. So that's pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm not gonna probably not gonna display this guy with. So let's do a comparison with the Walgreens exclusive, and I'll show you why I prefer this version over the Walgreens one. I'm pretty sure some of you guys might prefer the Walgreens one just because he looks a little badass with the armor around him. So what do you think of the Walgreens Punisher, Jaden?
Well, my personal, suggestion here is, when you think of Marvel, you're going way back, correct? This is more classic. This one isn't. Almost like as you can see, the legs thing, the brown around his chest.
I agree.
And the grenades.
Yep, I agree. Just so you know, this is the Gimli version. Gimli, is the artist who did Marvel back in the 90s. He also did the X-Men, which was really big in the 90s. This is more of a 70s/80s Punisher. And I don't know, man. It's kind of hard to decide which Punisher I want to display because they both look really nice. They're both basically the same figure, just painted differently and sculpted differently. Of course, this strap did not come with him. That came from the Nick Fury one. I just put it on because I think he looks way better than that one. So, yeah. So, the Red Skull... Oh, and another difference I found is the belt is white. And I don't know if I like the white or brown one. What do you think, Jaden?
Ooh, that's a good question. Because the brown belt, you know, it distinguishes the Punisher from showing who he really is. But you don't really see the Punisher walking around with grenades on his chest.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. I don't know. I guess if you guys are a fan of the '90s version of the Punisher, I guess get this guy instead and display him. He does look badass. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't know. I'm just, for some reason, I'm digging the new vintage one. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the skull.
I think it's because of the feel that it gives you. Classic.
Yeah, that too. You know, the skull is different as well. I don't know. I feel like I like this skull more. What do you think, Jaden?
Honestly, I already told you guys this. I've been a Marvel fan for like the longest time, and obviously this is the Punisher that I've read in the comic books, and it's also about your own personal what you want.
Personal preference?
Yeah, preference.
Yeah.
That, my bad.
Yeah. So yeah, personal preference, like he said. You know, if you guys are digging the '90s one, I guess get this guy. If you guys like the classic, really look like '80s, '90s, or not '90s, but '80s and '70s, I guess this is the one to get. You know, I don't know, like him. When I think of Punisher, I think of him with the hair slide back down instead of him wearing a bandana. I don't know. What do you think, Jaden?
I'm thinking more of a babyface than, you know, Five Shadow. Even the recent comics and you know, the new Punisher show just came out. He had a shadow a little bit.
By the way, the Punisher show was great.
Yeah, no spoiler, but that was really good.
Yeah, that show was amazing. Highly recommend it if you guys have not seen the show yet. It is so dope. It's very brutal and violent, but hey, that's the Punisher. So, I guess that's all I have to say for these guys, because, you know, it's nothing new. They're just repaints, just painted differently. I'm probably going to give the strap to him, because I think he looks a little naked on the leg. But, yeah, so anything else you got to say?
Honestly, I would recommend with that gun holster thing on his leg. It does look like a... Okay, here's what I'm thinking about this one. This one looks a little bit vague. What I mean vague is, look at this one, besides all the accessories he added. The difference is, this one has more accessories to it. This one really doesn't.
Yeah, right? I agree.
So,
Jaden, if I had to display one Punisher figure in my collection, which one do you prefer?
How are you trying to complete your collection? Classic or newer wave, whatever.
Yeah, like he said, guys, like it's personal preference. You like the '90s one, go for this one. You like the '70s, '80s, go for this one. Personally, for me, I'm probably gonna display this guy because I like the Gimli. I love Gimli. Gimli's my favorite artist of all time, even though I did not exist when he started Marvel Comics. But you know, I still was a fan of his artwork, the way he drew Punisher. The X-Men was a big time in the '90s. So so that's all I have to say, guys. So I really appreciate you guys tuning in this channel. I'm thankful for you guys helping me out. Please, you guys have any questions about the figures, let me know if you guys want to know. So you got anything else to say, Jaden, before we...
Yeah, if you guys prefer a second opinion on these action figures, comment down below. Give us a thumbs up if you really like this type of thing. I know it's new for both of us, honestly. And yeah, well, I'm looking forward to more, guys.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Please comment, subscribe. Please give this video a big thumbs up if you really enjoyed this video. And this is Spidey1997 signing out, and have a great day. Thanks for watching, guys.